Tip number 1, the tree jump. As many people know, if you're under a tree or any other 2-block high surface, you can get a speed boost by rapidly pressing your jump bar. This can really help you in a swamp if you're being chased or if you're chasing someone, and it can also help you in a 2-block high cave like this. You can get a really nice speed boost going through someone's mined out tunnel. Tip number 2, the hill jump. To get over a hill, it's best to not go straight in, but rather come at an angle. This way, you can keep your momentum and keep your sprint jump throughout the entire scaling of the hill. Tip number 3. You can actually jump onto trees, into the vines, into trees that are 3 high, which I didn't know for a while, so I'm going to assume other people didn't know that. I used to think you could only get into the trees that were 2 high, but look at this. This tree is 3 high, and you can get in. But it does take pretty good timing, so if you'll look here, if the timing is even slightly off, you will fall under the tree and not get up. So if you can get good at this, this can be a good way to throw off pursuers. You'll be good at your timing and be able to get up like this, but they will fall underneath and not be able to get you. Tip number 4, the vine jumping. So when you're sprint jumping in a swamp like this, a lot of times what happens is you get snagged on vines, and the vines catch you up and slow you down. And if you're running maybe parallel to a tree like this one over here, you might even get completely snagged in a vine and start going up the tree and just get killed by your pursuer. To remedy this, what you can try is when you're around a lot of vines, instead of sprint jumping, just sprint on the ground. Now, vines will still slow you down a little because that's what they do, but they will not snag you like they will when you're sprint jumping. If possible, it is best to just avoid the vines altogether, try to weave your way through the vines like I'm doing here, but that's not always possible, so just try not to jump. Tip number 5, and this is by far the most important in my mind, grow comfortable with your F5 mode. If you're being chased, you want to know what's going on behind you. You want to know who's chasing you, what they're doing, if they've stopped chasing you. So just grow comfortable with your F5 mode. Learn to keep your sense of direction when you're in F5 mode, and try not to get snagged on things like I do here when you're using F5 mode.